So the forces do know who these people are.
Of course, nobody in government will say they don't know. Those that we really do not know, those that I think they will say that, in fact, they do know them. Those that are not coming out are the politicians that are using them. As a matter of fact, this second in command guy, his name is Sheikh Abdul Aziz. He came out to denounce a whole lot of the stuff. For instance, what they went to do in Burma, when they went to the police station, when they went to the barracks, and then they went into prison. He says, not Boko Haram, that those are thugs that are hiding under their group, but motivated and pushed by politicians. That's what he said on international radio.
So fingers are being pointed also at the politicians.
They have always been behind it. I said it here many times that this is not a religious talk. Just last week, we had President Karzai of Afghanistan saying, forget it, this is not Islam. That Islam is a religion of peace. That those that are doing this are doing it for selfish reasons. Number one, they are politicians. Number two, they are backed by Western powers. His word, not mine. So, it is about time. The fact that, let me say this, about the fact that Jonathan is coming out at this time. This is a sign that you cannot just jump out and make announcements. If you want to succeed, you have to plan, you have to strategize. President Obasanjo in his time did something close to this. And people didn't like it. You know why they didn't like it? Because he declared a state of emergency in a particular sector of the country. And he has the power also to dismantle the political apparatus. But this guy says, no, he's not going to do that. All political office holders stay in your position and work as if there's nothing going on. You are protected. But then, before he made this announcement, he held a series of meetings with the governors, with the officers, and they are totally behind him. What will happen in a situation where the president wakes up and makes an announcement without even consulting them? Because you see, a governor is an executive governor. He has his own forces, he has his own security, he's in charge of the police network in the country, in that state. What's going to happen? It's going to be an anarchic situation. So for him to have waited till this time, he definitely knows what he's doing. I think if we remember how many times people in this country are kid, Obama is slow, Obama is stupid, Obama is weak. And he's just, if President Obama had listened to most people talking in this country, he would have sent troops to Syria 2 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? So about the right time, you have to work to be sure that what you're doing is right, is at the right time, and you have the backings of the people. The people will be very important. And more than anything else, you are ready, battle ready, because this is really battle. Finally, when they are asking the government to repair the mosque of the head, build their schools, who destroyed those schools? Who? We should be asking them, Boko Haram, to repair and rebuild the churches they have bombed. To bring, to pay whatever they have to pay for.
It's like the Christians are not even asking for anything.
They are not asking for anything.
No.
So what kind of irony is that? So to me, if I were President Jonathan, because right now the fact that Jonathan declared state of emergency and a day later they are saying we are surrendering, we are giving back all our arms, it's a sign that they know that they have lost the battle. And you cannot negotiate when you are in a position of weakness. Right now, they are in a position of weakness. But I know that the generosity, the magnanimity of the president will not let him deal with them as such. My understanding is he's still ready to talk amnesty. How and how high and how low, I have no idea.
Right now, we don't know.
But it will be magnanimous of him to not go back on his word because he's in a position of strength. But then everybody agrees that this is the opportunity he has. He has to deal with this issue decisively.
Once and
it
for
has
all.
to die.
It has to die.
Yes.
Before we get off this one, Godwin and Funsho, you think majority of Nigerians will be happy with this state of emergency?
The Nigerians have been dying for action.
So you think this will make Nigerians happy?
I mean, when people are desperate and people are
unsafe,
they are in pain, they actually will be open to anything. And that's why when the issue of amnesty came, they said, go for it. Go for it because
for the sake of peace and security, right?
That was number one. Now, given the fact that the amnesty thing didn't work out, of course, because Boko Haram never really declared any active, aggressive interest, what they've done is to go into what they've done. The next course of action is what they've done, the state of emergency, which is more of what a military style. So
it's like we are declaring war.
I mean, I've spoken to a few people here, Nigerians in this country, who are very happy about this development. So I'm very happy. It's long overdue, but again, it's working. Now, the center of power has changed. Initially, to be honest with you, the leverage was with Boko Haram.
Yeah.
Because of course they were actually causing all the mayhem.
So much.
Yeah.
Now it has shifted a little bit because government has taken charge. So if they really want to negotiate for amnesty, government has the power. So the issue of the mosque and all those things, they might do those things just because they want to kind of appease and compromise certain issues and other things. But the point is that the leverage lies with government now, and I think that things will be fine. They have to be able to sustain what they've started though. Commit troops, troops who are willing to actually fight.
So that it doesn't backfire.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's the most important.
And more than anything else, those that they are wanting released, those that are already arrested for crimes they have committed, no one is going to release those people because they will have to go through the process of law.
Sure.
You know, if they are guilty, they go to jail, they have to serve their term and all that. That much I know. Because how will you release criminals? Just because some criminals are saying you should release other criminals, it's not going to happen.
So hopefully this will play out well.
I believe so, because
hopefully.
I believe so. I believe so.
I know every Nigerian around the world is definitely is going to follow this story.
I believe so. Some people may not be happy out there because of what they are gaining and because of, because look, when you say Boko Haram simply means in English language, Western education is not acceptable to them. That is number one. Number two, what they want to do is they want to make sure that Nigeria is turned into a Muslim state and power is permanently returned to the north. Why does that happen?
It's amazing. What is the deal with the north?
Yeah, what kind of human beings are those?
Okay, so that's on Boko Haram. We just sit back and pray that President Jonathan, will be able. We need to support him for the sake of all Nigerians.
Yeah, we pray. We pray.
Now let's move over to the economy of Africa. But before we do that, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue.